Mostly clouds today it seems, although there's no rain in the forecast, which is fortunate, I guess. And what I read today, some interesting stuff actually today, which gets you to think in terms of drone usage, especially with police using them and with the fact that they're around other people as well, where at times it'll create conflict. But how about this first one? This one here says, male arrested after attempted break and enter in Courtice. It says here, a 19-year-old male has been arrested for attempting to break into a residence in Courtice. On Friday, June 20th, 2025 at approximately 10:20 a.m., members of the East Division responded to a suspicious person call in the area of Salina Road and Baseline Road West. The complainant called to advise an unknown male was on her property and attempting to break into her residence. The homeowner yelled and the suspect fled prior to police arrival. Officers set up perimeter and, with the assistance of the DRPS K9 and drone units, the suspect was located hiding in some bushes in nearby green space. The drone operator was able to guide the officers to the suspect and he was arrested without incident. And again, you can see the video of this. There's no hiding, I guess, in that regards when you have an aerial view. Pretty soon you're going to see criminals carrying around devices, I guess, to take out police drones, if they think they're being monitored. And with that thought, this was kind of interesting, as apparently there was a situation where there were police officers using a drone to try to chase a suspect per se, or to try to find them, to apprehend them. And with that, someone was actually using their drone to monitor the situation, and because of that, he's getting in trouble for that. This one here says, Michigan man who used drone to live stream police activity on Facebook faces criminal charge. For the past few years, a Bay County man has used his drone to cover breaking police news on Facebook. He's now facing a criminal charge after flying his drone allegedly interfered with police operations. Ray A. Rocha, 53, on Tuesday, June 24th, appeared before Bay County District Judge Mark E. Janer for assignment on one count of having an unmanned aircraft interfering with public safety. The charge is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a $500 fine. It falls under the state's Unmanned Aircraft Systems Act of 2016. So when you first read that, you would think it's something, for example, such as the guy flew right into the police area, for example, or perhaps he was literally getting in the way, for example, wherever this drone was flying, he literally flew right next to it or something like that. But I was trying to locate some of the videos that he actually did, and from the looks of it, he basically goes up in the air, listens to like radio, I guess, conversations of the polices to see what's going on, and with that he live streams what he sees with his drone from his perspective, and he does it frequently. But apparently there was one specific incident in particular where the police was using a drone and he was doing the same thing, monitoring the situation and all that from a distance, from what I gather anyways. But the police felt because he had his drone up in the air, it gave the suspect, I suppose, too much notice that there's like a drone around here and it'll blow their cover, like the police, because he is live streaming it as well. So that seems to be the technicality here in terms of interfering with the operation. I believe I traced the video to the actual day, and at times you could actually hear him having a conversation with the police officers and him sounding like he feels he knows what his rights are.
So they found the blue jacket that they thought he was wearing in there.
Drone down. It's interfering with the police drone operations. Again, any civilian flying a drone over the city incident, you need to put the drone down. It's interfering with the police drone operations.
It is not interfering with the police operations. I am way out of there. I am in Cobb parking lot. And unless there is a temporary flight restriction up, I am not bothering you. I am staying well away from you. What's happening? How you doing? Hey man, I ain't landed. I tell you, I'm only landed under threat of arrest. I'll tell you that right now.
No, you're fine, man.
Okay.
Like I said, it gets away our position in some places, so we're just trying to keep better.
But to tell me to land, it's interfering with an incident. You know,
and I get the public view just in case.
The dude's running.
But you're streaming.
Anything I can see, I can stream.
And I get that, man.
You know, but you know, to say that
you've been super cool with us in the past. Well,
hey man, I appreciate you guys, and I'm saying I hope you guys catch this motherfucker.
Right.
You know,
you understand our point of view.
You could ask, but the only way I'm landing is under threat of arrest.
Okay, I get you, man. All right.
Other than that, if a TFR's up, I can't fly.
No, and I
you
get
know?
that. Like I said, I get it.
You know, and a lot of times I'll try to back out when you guys are doing your thing. And,
No, you've been super cool
you
recently.
know.
I appreciate that, man. Right, like I said, we're just simply asking.
No
so.
problem, man. Look, and I've been watching. I've even been saying in my live stream, I'm watching them.
So that's kind of an interesting, I guess, scenario there when it comes to drones and just in general, because I would think if, let's just say there's a police operation in a neighborhood, for whatever reason, there's like a SWAT team and everything like that, and somebody's literally just live streaming it from their own home because they see what's happening, is that technically illegal? If they say, for example, we don't want you live streaming this because we have some kind of operation here right now, and let's just assume it is perfectly legal for the person to do that, for example, on the ground, does that magically change all of a sudden because somebody is using a drone? Because for me, it raises that question. It's one thing to talk about safety, this and that, how you're doing this because it's dangerous, but as soon as it gets into an area of people saying, I just don't like it, so I don't want you to do it, that's completely different. The guy even claimed in some of his commentary, you can hear where there were days where he flew his drone, the police officer knew it was there, and he accuses the police officer of flying their drone near his. So what would you think in this case? It's a very interesting example actually in terms of that debate. Is it about safety or is it more about you just don't like people doing it? Holy cow, I just noticed this. Look at the stash of peanuts that these guys, I guess, saved. All right, see you guys later.